Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to make a card with the Day of Gratitude stamp set from the new Holiday Mini Catalog. And this is only available until January the 3rd. So if you like this card and like this stamp set, you only have till January 3rd to purchase the set. Okay, let me show you how to make this card. First we're going to start off with Early Espresso, and we're going to fold that over. And then we're going to add our Deck the Halls Designer Series paper to go along with it. And this is also available in the Holiday Mini Catalog until January the 3rd. So we're just going to line that up here, put it in the center, and lay it down. And I cut that a little too long on the edge, so I'm just going to trim that off. Okay, so now we're on to our little elements. We're going to use the Gratitude Sentiment and Early Espresso ink. We're just going to ink this up, stamp it, and punch it out with the decorative label punch. And then we're going to sponge some color onto this little piece. So you just take a little sponge and come across the edges just like that. Okay, great. So that element's ready to go. Then we're going to do the inside of the card. And on the inside of the card, since it's a dark Early Espresso piece, we don't want it to be so that you can't write on it on the inside of the card. So we'll just stamp a little flower here, or leaf. And we'll add that to the inside of the card. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to ink up our Day of Gratitude stamp with the Early Espresso and the brayer. And to do that, you just open up your ink pad, run the brayer across the ink, and then run it across the stamp to ink up the stamp. You want good even color on here, so we're just inking it up. And before we stamp it, we are going to add some shimmer paint to it. Now this is the platinum version of the shimmer paint, and you just shake it up and then pour a little bit into your top, just like that. Come in with your sponge dauber and pick up the ink. Get your sponge all inked up. I'm going to dab some off here onto my grid paper to make it even. And then you're going to come into the stamp and just apply it all around, directly to the stamp. Now remember, you have not stamped this yet, so you're going right over top of the Early Espresso. Now we're going to take our cardstock and we are going to ink this up. You want nice firm pressure so that you get the whole image. You pull up. Now, when you pull up, and you'll notice that it is espresso ink, but it's got the shimmer paint to it, so it's a little softer. Now you're going to want to cut that out, and I've already done that here. So I'll just put this one down, and we're going to add a little embellishment to the center. So I'll take my mat and some of these vintage brads. So we'll come in here with the vintage brads. We'll take this one and our paper piercer directly to the center. And we'll punch the brad through. Fold it over. So there's our element ready to go to the card. Now all we have to do is add some dimensionals to the back. And this is a pretty heavy piece, so I'm going to add a few dimensionals on there because that brad's pretty heavy. One for each little leaf. So peel all these off. And then we'll add it to our card front. Just like that. Now we'll come back and we want to add dimensionals to our sentiment here. And the dimensionals are right here. And to give it a little extra pop, I'm going to add a library clip. And those are also in our Brad section. I'm just going to put that right here on the edge. And there you go, the Day of Gratitude stamp set. I hope you liked today's card.